Hey Tiggies! Okay, today we are doing Drucilla tips. Now, if you're not sure who Drucilla is, she is a character on the TV series Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She was one of my favourite characters, not least of which because she had the most beautiful nails, and she always had them like bright blood red, and white tips. Now, I've done them a little bit differently here. I used to do them all the time for Christmas with square edge nails, with square French tips. I just love them so much. Anyway, I decided to do them a little bit differently for this one, but I really hope you like it. Let's get into it. Now, when it came time to choose the red for this mani, I decided, I just couldn't go past Louboutin Rouge. It's the most beautifully packaged nail polish I've ever seen. It's the only one I have from their range. The makers of Seche Cosmetics actually picked it up for me on the launch date in New York and brought it all the way home to Australia for me. So I'm eternally grateful for that. I'd love to try some of their other polishes, but I just don't have them. But this is entirely appropriate for a Drucilla mani, entirely. And as you can see, it goes on so beautifully. It's virtually opaque in one coat. I did do two coats though, although to be honest, not necessary, and if I'm really honest, kind of wasteful of me. Now I'm going to be trying out a new cleanup brush today. This was sent to me by What's Up Nails, and it is their JN Dance number 19. It's a rounded brush, so not usually my go-to shape for a cleanup brush, and it's on the smaller side as well, also not something I would generally reach for as a cleanup brush. Now, as you can see, I didn't do a very bad job of painting my nails with this beautiful red polish, so I didn't really have a big job to clean up, but I'm going to give you some cleanup porn anyway, so you can see. Just interrupting our regularly scheduled program of nail cleanup porn, I just wanted to give you my thoughts on this particular brush. I think it's great for a small amount of cleanup, but I am yet to test it out for a large amount of cleanup, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, it works quite well. I imagine it'll take a little bit of getting used to for me. Now, the next step of this process is incredibly important. I'm putting a coat of Seche Vite over all of my nails, in particular those two nails that I intend to put the white over. So that would be my index nail and my middle nail for this particular mani. But if you want to do this on all of your nails, you would be doing this on all of your nails. Now, I am actually putting two coats of Seche Vite. So first coat, let that dry, like literally a couple of minutes, and then do a second coat. That's incredibly important. Otherwise, you may very well get bleeding from the red into the white, and you do not want that to happen. Besides, we're going to be using some nail vinyls as well. Okay, so for the nail vinyls today, I'm using ones that Maria from Nailicious boutique. Don't forget, all the details about everything I use will be in the description box down below, as per usual. Now, she sent me these a long time ago. I think I've used them once, but I'm now going to use them again. Had a little bit of trouble getting them off the backing paper initially, but I have a bunch of them, so I wasn't that concerned. But just be very careful with them. Trying to peel them all off in one go is probably not the best idea, because I broke a couple. Now, I will also confess that it took me a couple of goes to get it positioned correctly. I have to actually look at my nails, like take them out from under the camera so I can actually look at them to make sure that it's straight. But once I had them on, it was absolutely brilliant. And of course, the Seche Vite meant that I could reposition them as many times as I liked without having any issues. Now, I'm using OPI's Alpine Snow to add the white, and look at that. Opaque over a red polish in one coat. Pretty good. Now, this next bit is so very important. I'm going to put on my really serious voice. Are you ready? You must most definitely make yourself a cup of tea and drink the whole thing before you even think about top coating this. If you don't do that, you'll end up with white bleeding into your red. Trust me, it will happen. Make sure that you also float your top coat over your nail. Do not drag your brush at all. Be very careful. 3 to 4 strokes of your brush and you're done. Do not be tempted to go back. Do not be tempted. Once you've done that, you'll be fine. But please, trust me on that. Okay, so, I'm sorry for getting really heavy on you there, but that's it for this one. I really hope you liked it. I loved it so very, very much. I'm still wearing it as I'm speaking to you right now. Like, while I'm voicing over it, not necessarily while you're actually watching it, but I don't know, if you can think it that way, that's fine. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, chickies. Oh, and thank you for subscribing, and thanks for that delicious thumbs up. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and watch my previous video. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going now. Bye.